Well, good morning, everybody. How y'all doing today? Blah, 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 blah. Hope you're all having a good one, right? Anyway, what the heck are you doing, BP? Well, this corral went from the end right there of that calf shelter, from that corner where my finger's sticking out, and it came along that grass line out there, and it hooked to that corral panel. Well, what I'm doing is making this sucker smaller. I got all the cows in the corral over there. Excuse me. So I'm making this corral smaller. Basically, it's going to come off this line right here, loop around kind of like this, and then come across to in front of me. I already moved 2 corral panels, so it'll hook up, the next corral panels will hook up to here, and then from here we're going to go straight across to that opening over there, basically where the gate was, right, is what we're doing. Because in a couple of days we're gonna have to push all these cows into a trailer and haul them to rented pasture. And also, by doing this, by making this corral half the size, it frees up a bunch of other corral panels so I could set up a corral at our rented pasture. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. So basically, we're just grabbing panels and bringing them across over to this side. There's only 25 pairs in here, 25 or 26, and it gets them out of this, excuse me, slop that I'm driving through right now. Puts them up on the hill back there, so they don't even have to worry about walking through the slop, because you're not really going through it anyways. And yeah, here in a couple of days, we're just waiting for the farmer that we rent from. He's going to go over his fence a little more, kind of double check things, so on and so forth. And probably this weekend or Monday at the latest is my plan to haul. How's that sound? So yesterday, after we got done fixing that god darn hot water tank, and it's working like a charm, sweet, we loaded up those 2 cows that I said I was selling, them cull cows, and that one 500 to 600 pound heifer calf that was born in the fall. Loaded them up and went someplace new. First time I've ever sold animals there is Candiac, Saskatchewan, and Candiac auction sales, livestock auction sales. And so it's basically, what is it, 82K one way. I clocked it actually, 81.7K direct one way from my place to the auction barn. So, but to get there, you go down a gravel road. What I did yesterday was I took the Kendall grid, so straight south of Indian Head, Saskatchewan, and I went over down to Kendall, jumped on the 48 at that point, and then over, right? I could have went down 35. Now, the first 6 miles of 35 highway are really nice. It's brand new. But after that, it's choppy and rough as hell. Clocked it there, so 81.7. Coming home, it was 79.6. Go figure. It was, I came home on 35 and I went there down the grid, but with all the curves in the grid is smoother, but looks like they just graded it and they just graveled the hell out of it, so you have to drive a little slower. I was swerving around. If you got going over 80K, then the friggin' truck wanted to friggin' slide a little bit on that fresh gravel, and the trailer wanted to whip a little, so to hell with that bullshit, right? So we just, yeah, we went down the one way and we came back the other way. And to Moose Jaw, JGL, it's actually 93 kilometers, I believe. I clocked it the one day. basically 90 or 93K, but with JGL, it's all straight down #1 highway, right? So it's easy. So, and then Whitewood is also straight down #1 highway, and I think it's actually like 97K. I could be wrong, but right around there. So they're all pretty close to the same thing, but Whitewood, where I normally go with our calves, Moose Jaw is where we normally go with our culls. They're straight down #1 highway. It don't matter what the weather is, the highway's always good. You jump in the truck and you just go. And so, anyways, we'll give Candiac a try and see how they are and go from there. So I'll bring you guys back once I get this done. We'll talk to you then. Alrighty guys, well, we got her all done. So basically now, right from the far end where the tractor is, it's a flow through, straight through, and then it narrows up at this end, obviously, and then right in through this gate and into the corral. One guy can pretty much do it now. Might have the odd cow that wants to double back, and when you get one that wants to double back, then the whole fucking herd wants to follow her. But like I said, you can pretty much do it with one man now. So we're gonna open this gate, let these girls out of here, and they can go chew on a couple of bales, and that'll be their feed for the next couple days. Sorry about the wind, but we live in Saskatchewan, so that's the way it is, right? Calves don't look too bad. They'll be happy as hell to get out of this muck, that's for sure. Anyway, we'll bring you guys back later. Alrighty guys, well, we got the corral panels all out from along the fence over here. That's the last of them right there in front of me. And then I figured, well, what the hell, let's push up some of this manure. So we got ourselves a big shit pile there now. Did a little bit from this side, a little bit from the other side, put it all in that one low spot right there. And that manure will just sit there until this fall. When the crop is off the ground, then we'll start hauling it out. Still got a hell of a lot more to push up, but it's inside there. So we'll just leave that stuff for now, obviously. We can get it pretty much anytime after the cows are gone. How's that sound? So we're just gonna grab these 3 panels here now, and we will go put them with the other ones that we pulled out of here. And then we can see about getting the truck hooked to a trailer and load these up and get them hauled over to the rented pasture. We'll bring you guys back at that time. Alrighty guys, well, we're out here in this stubble field. At this point, the edge of it, there's a grass line. Part of our pasture that we'll be renting this year right here. The dugout is right there, but they're gonna be grazing for the first week or so in this piece. So they got all this grass along the fence line all the way around. This 20-25 acres, whatever this is, plus that little bit of bush out there. And then there's this water run / slough area. So they'll be out here until they chew it down. But I just wanted to show you guys this stuff. Look at this. I don't know if you're seeing that or not, but this stuff is dry on top. On top, it's dry. Like, don't get me wrong, you don't have to, like, there's moisture right there, right? But yeah, I'm surprised at how dry this is out here already. But this is our corral setup here right now. So we brought, what, 2, 4, 5, 6 panels over. One with the gate. This light sucker with the gate right here on the end. And then when I go to let them out of this corral, I'm actually going to let them, we'll just pull this panel right here, this one right here, we'll unchain it at that point, swing it inward, and let the cows run towards the dugout. That way they'll know where it's at. They won't be running around looking for water and all that bullshit, right? So last year when we brought them over, we never unloaded them right at the dugout, and we had to show them where the hell it was. So anyway, I'm gonna get this one all chained up here, and we'll bring you guys back in a few minutes. Alrighty guys, how the heck you doing? So we're just out here in our cover crop field, the Gamble crop, and some of our plants out here, like this little guy right here, he got frost. You can see the leaves are a little bit blackened there. So yeah, sorry about the wind. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. But we did have some frost damage out here. The peas are looking okay. But it's really patchy, guys. Like over here where it's lumpier, it's not wanting to come through worth a darn. But then we've got this stuff. And that's I can't remember what the heck the guy called this one. Back you up a bit. There we go. So this guy right here, I can't remember what he called it, but I think that's a pea actually. But we got lots of those coming through. So that's a positive. Now if we can get all the cereals, I believe this is a hairy vetch actually, right here. And that one survived. That's a hairy veg plant right there, which is the warm season plant. So, if you look out that way, if you guys can make it out, it's a lot greener. It looks a lot better. This way, well, that's a low spot right through there, and that's the old, the old grass. I'll loop around and we're gonna check a couple different places and we'll bring you back after. Okay guys, so we're still in our cover crop field, our Gamble crop field. So I brought you over to this side of the field because it's doing a lot better than the other side. And I don't know, is it because that we were driving on this a lot more? Is it because it's shaded by the trees, the opening rounds here, or what? I don't know. But it definitely looks a lot better. You can definitely see the rows up there. There's all kinds of plant matter, peas, cereals, vetch. So, and I just got off the phone with the guys that I got the seed from, and they said give her a good 5 weeks, and then after that, things will really turn around for you. So yeah. But I'm guessing more than anything, because these opening rounds are protected by the trees, that's why it's doing so well over here. I have no idea what that is, but there's quite a bit of it. There's quite a bit of this stuff in there. I've seen that kind of all over the place, right? If that was sorghum just starting or what, I don't know. But let's go check on our oats and our barley. We'll bring you over there. Alrighty guys, so you see that green? See that right there? So we're into our next field over, okay? So starting from right here, you can see the curve in the ground, and then it runs if you can make that out, you can see those rows out that way. Now that is barley, oats, so forage barley, forage oats, and yellow sweet clover mix. So the whole field, all the way around, this would be 60 of a 90 acres, has that on the opening rounds all the way around. And I think we did, how many rounds did we do on this?
3, I believe.
Was it only 3? I thought it was like 4.
No, I thought it was 3.
And then we went back and forth a few times on either side. Right here, right now, this stuff right here, this is oats. Now my barley, my oats, and my clover mix was seeded at 1 inch. And then I dropped the machine another 1/2 inch for our oats. And this here is our oats. And it's all up, by golly. She is up. Some of it's just starting to poke through, like there. I'm not sure what the heck happened there, but it's just kind of coming out of the ground right there. But yeah, it's the oats is all up. Let's gopher. And the gophers are out here, little bastards. Yep, that's gophers. And yes, just like Mike Mitchell in southwestern Saskatchewan, he's got lots of gophers, and so do we. So we'll be out here dropping some poison for the little suckers.
Oh, you're helping?
Hey?
You're gonna help?
Am I gonna help?
You're gonna help?
You got enough poison to help me help?
No, I don't like the way you do it.
She doesn't like the way I do it. There you go. So I guess I don't have to worry about it. CP is an awesome gopher poisoning girl. Mike Mitchell will probably hire you.
Probably.
He would probably hire you. There's only one problem. Can't get the damn poison anymore.
I know.
So more oats. If I'm not driving too fast, hopefully for you guys. But it's coming, by golly.
Yeah.
With 4.5 inches of rain almost. This and 150 pounds, almost 149 pounds per acre of fertilizer. This stuff should grow. Kind of lumpy ground, but it should grow. And now over here, we're back into the oat, barley, because here I did more back and forth. And this stuff, the oat, barley, clover mix, this stuff is scheduled to be cut and baled. So anyway, when I get into further north, I'll bring you guys back at that time. Alrighty guys, so this is our 25-acre patch that we broke open last spring, and then we just summer followed it. So there's literally like no sod lumps in this piece. When we were seeding through here, it was a dust cloud. But right here where we are is right where we switched from the oat barley mix to straight oats. And I'll just take you across the field, so to speak. This was fertilized also. Like everything here, the full 90 acres was all fertilized at 147, 149 pounds an acre. Babe, your head's in the way. Kind of got a whoopsie right there.
What the heck?
I don't know what the heck I was doing. You can definitely see if you were straight or crooked once the stuff starts coming up, right? Oh, look, water. We got water in our field, guys. If you can make that out with the sun shining on you.
Don't go.
Right out there. And right out there.
Okay, get out of there.
But that is actually a natural water run from the trees over there. And it comes around like this. Comes around, comes around, comes around through here. It's a little bit of a low draw right through there. Loops all the way around, goes all the way back to the trees, back over there. Well, hopefully this does okay. I've got thistle friggin' coming in it though, like crazy. The son of a bitch and thistles. But we didn't spray this part of the field and I won't be spraying it now. Okay, I'll bring you guys back for the barley. Alrighty, so now we're in the barley field and she's all up. It got a hint of frost on it, see that? Hopefully he'll come back and he'll survive it. But god dang it, we got the friggin' thistles like crazy. We did have this sprayed. We hit it with the friggin' Glyphos, a liter an acre, but the guy did say, this ain't the time to get rid of thistle. And maybe I should have hit it a lot friggin' harder, but lots of these thistles are just poking out of the ground now since it rained too. But the field is friggin' green. We got rid of a lot of our grass patches that we had out here. So you can see the nice even straight rows. That's a positive. But what do? You got the thistle and I don't know what I can spray it with now. As an in crop, I don't know what I could spray it with, guys. I'll have to ask around what we can hit it with as an in crop, because I also got clover out here. But I ain't seeing no clover. The clover wouldn't have poked out of the ground yet anyways. Well, but hey, it looks good, right? What do you think, babe?
Yeah.
The geese are friggin' liking it.
What the hell? Supper.
They're gonna have babies out here, the geese. Okay, guys, we're gonna check the back road out here, and if we can get to our clover, I'll bring you back at that time. Okay, guys, well, here we are in our clover patches. Look at this. See that? Look at that. How it's all chewed up. It's like that everywhere. That's why we're not finding clover out here, because the friggin' bugs are attacking it. This is on our rented organic land, and we got clover out here, by golly, but the friggin' bugs are attacking it so bad. And then, well, the quack grass ain't helping the situation none, but there's definitely clover. Most definitely clover. Like, you could see it everywhere, right? We're just gonna drive around the field and yeah, see here? It's all chewed on, guys. Look at this. See how it's all chewed on? It also got a touch of frost. But she's really getting chewed on. So what do? It's registered organic land. I can't spray it. I just gotta grin and friggin' bear it, I guess. Yeah. She's getting chewed on. Maybe that rain will slow the bugs down. We're gonna drive around, check more of the field out, and we'll talk to you guys later. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna let you go there. There's our crop report and our corral setup, so give us the old thumbs up. Comment, subscribe, and fun. Let's get her done. We'll catch you guys maybe tomorrow.